Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Hurley's Hand-Dyed podcast. We are on episode 150 today, Mom.
I saw that. I saw that when you posted that we're on tonight, and I thought, wow, 150. That's what, 5 years? 5 years in August, won't it be?
Mm-hmm. And we have over 200 videos on our channel. I think more than 5 years. I don't know though.
I don't know. I just know we started like in August because we
Yeah.
discussed that once before, and I think you were still in Blackfoot.
Mm-hmm.
So you 3 years there, we're a year here. Yeah, so at least
And we
5 years.
started it when we were in the trailer.
Uh-huh. So
So
56.
yeah, it's been a
Time
while though.
goes by so dang fast. Yes, it has been. But thanks everybody that's been with us from the beginning. And thank you to all the newbies too. So
Yes, we
anyway,
got a few new subscribers this week too. I don't know if they were driven by my crocheting videos or if they just chose to join us. So welcome to all our newbies and welcome to our, I want to say old bees, but people who've been here with us.
with us from the beginning. So
If
anyway,
you're,
huh?
I was gonna say, if you're new, we're Hurley's Hand Dyed Podcast. I'm Amber from Crafty Performers on Etsy, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
And I am Donna from Crystal Skies Hand Dyed on Etsy, Instagram, and Facebook, and Crystal Skies Handmade on Etsy and Instagram. And together we are Hurley's Hand Dyed on this podcast.
We
So
are.
yeah.
So welcome to anyone who is here. Make sure you chat with us. Um,
Uh-huh.
we do, I respond back and I let Mom know if questions are asked to her.
On purpose this time, I put to ring me when we go live, and it hasn't rang yet. So a lot of people haven't got notified yet that we're on.
Probably not. And we're not always as on time as we were today. Sometimes it takes a few minutes for us to get where we need to go.
So anyway, we do a little bit of everything, all kinds of crafts, because that's
Mhm.
what we are as a crafting family. So anyway,
Oh, it's been 2 weeks.
been 2 weeks. We've had St. Patrick's Day in between. Nothing big there. Nothing big here happened. St.
Yeah.
Patrick's Day. Um, I did. Did you see the cute St. Patrick's Day, Marilyn? Um, my diamond art lady that does. She did the little St. Patrick's Day kitty cat in a cup with shamrocks all around it.
Oh, no, I didn't see that one. Was that one of the Diamond Art Club releases?
No, it wasn't released. It was released uh a day before St. Patrick's Day. It was released last weekend, and it's still available. So, and then
No, but is that the one she did?
yes, she did
Oh,
it. Yeah, and then the two new houses, the two new gem houses. They have a barn.
yeah. Sorry. Yes. Like,
Mhm.
like
I
the
thought,
gingerbread houses.
yeah, I've got those two in my cart, and I thought, because I wonder if they're going to keep doing them, because it would be neat to have a village like that. But I don't want to buy. Well, they're out of stock again. The Halloween and the two
And the Christmas ones.
because those are kind of, but I thought it would be cute to have just a village. I mean, they've got a house now and the barn, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cute if they're going to continue doing that. So, but
Hi, Mary. Glad you caught us as well. Sorry, we got Mary on saying hi. Glad she caught us again.
I don't know if Jill is on right now or not. I didn't look.
Wasn't feeling well
She was
today, so I
on
don't think
last night,
she's.
yeah. So I don't
Um,
know if she's on tonight too. So anyway,
yeah,
uh,
I don't know either,
so,
but I don't think so. But
but
anyway, want to talk about your week or 2 weeks?
yeah, on my week. Okay. I dyed them, which I'll show you. I've been dyeing sock blanks. Um, I went out of the house twice.
That's a big deal for you, mother.
Jeffrey made me go out. He drove me out, and then I snuck out today and drove to Hobby Lobby, and you'll see what I got there because they're 30% off yarn sale ends today, and our Hobby Lobby isn't open on Sunday, so I had
Well,
to do
no, none of them are.
it tomorrow. Okay,
No,
although they advertise the sale runs through Sunday, so I guess.
you
But
can
I
buy
wanted that
online.
because I'll show you what I'm making. I wanted it in a different color, but that's what, well, I'll explain that later when we get into our purchases. But yeah, let's see. Did I do anything else? March? Nope. we got hit with the day before yesterday, about 2 inches of snow. It melted all yesterday, but all the it's almost all the way down. The today all the dark clouds were above the snow, the mountains, and now it's almost down to the the benches over here. I can see the snow. So they got snow again there. So we're getting late snow this year.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Jeffrey's already pulled his raft out. It's he's got to get a new raft. This one has holes in it or it's leaking. So yeah. But anyway, so that's he's getting ready to do fishing out on the lake, not me. Um, what else? I guess that's kind of all. I mean, I have a very limited stuff I do. But you had a vacation this last week.
Did I had parent teacher conferences the week before that. Those went fine. No issues. And then last week was spring break. So I did a lot of crocheting. You guys, I don't know if you've noticed, I've been doing crochet with me videos.
Right.
It's like 10 to 15 minutes. I think the first one was only 5 minutes. I think that I did
Yeah.
the first one shorter,
Yeah, it was a shorter one. She
but
doesn't talk on them, you guys. It's
no,
just
it just
music.
it just
It's
music. So you can take 10 minutes out
relaxing.
of your day to sit and crochet or sit and knit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh, and I'll show you what I finished during that time. Um,
the
we also,
whole
but we bought a greenhouse, Mom. I didn't tell you this. We bought
oh,
a greenhouse, but we bought one it's made of PVC pipe. It's got like metal shelving and it's like a tarp, a big tarp that you attach to the PVC and then you use stakes to make sure everything is stuck to the ground because it's so windy here.
I was just gonna say it's awful windy there. I
Mm.
don't know if I'd want a tarp one.
Yeah, but I mean it was only like $70. And it's
Oh,
one we
I
can
love
walk
that word
into.
only.
Well, it's one we can walk into. And so
Uh,
we picked out some plants yesterday too. Got a
did you get
couple
some
cherry
tomatoes?
tomatoes, got one thing of the Big Bertha. No, the
Big,
Big Bertha are the green peppers we got. We got beefsteak
oh, big,
tomatoes
yeah,
too.
those are the big ones.
And we got spearmint and sweet mint. And they're huge. Like the guy was just taking them off the truck and they're already huge. So they'll
How
hopefully
big were,
last better than they did last year when it got hot out being
how
in.
big were the tomatoes?
Um, the cherry tomatoes are like this big, but they already have tomatoes on them.
Yeah,
They already
because they don't sucker them. Yeah, you know, and these things they just so you'll have to start suckering them, and then they get taller and get heavier things. But
yeah.
you need to find some. Remember when I had the orange cherry tomatoes?
Mhm.
They're sweeter. Those
Yeah.
are, I mean, the cherry tomatoes are good too, but the orange ones are real sweet, and they're just to
And
pick
last
up.
year, that's what I was really successful with was the tomatoes. I kept getting cherry tomatoes, even out in the harsh sun and wind. My
Yeah,
cherry tomato just kept blooming and kept growing.
I thought maybe I'd do that again this year. Remember, I did it in the big plus because
Hmm.
my my side patio gets tomatoes like to have sun all day, but not real hot sun like you get there. So you, but
Well,
yeah.
we kind of put the greenhouse on the side of the house.
Oh, okay.
Even when it gets super hot, it won't have the sun on it directly all day long.
So did you put it on the side that gets the sun in the afternoon or the side that gets the morning sun? They do better on the side that gets the morning sun.
Neither side gets morning or afternoon. I mean, they get like middle of the day sun because the way our house is facing.
Oh, okay. They're
The
like my
back of our house gets the most sun.
right.
So they'll kind of go like this.
That's how it does here on my mobile home. Yeah, my
Yeah.
back by my bedroom gets the afternoon sun, where the front I have this big bush here, or I would have planted tomatoes here. But yeah.
That's why our solar panels are on the back of the house because that gets sun like all day long. The back of the house does.
All right, right.
So I'm
Yeah.
hoping they do better this year, but we'll see. And then we've got strawberries
You're gonna
and
try green
we're gonna
pepper?
try some potatoes.
I can Potatoes have to go in the ground.
I know we have a ground. They're not gonna sit on the shelf empty. No, you can grow them in a big long pot. They'll grow.
Tomatoes? I mean, potatoes?
Yeah.
Because they're a root.
Yes, but our pot that we got is this deep.
Okay.
They'll root.
I did zucchinis once, but zucchinis, I did it in the big pot, but the zucchini vine ran out, and
Yeah,
that's where the
like
zucchinis were. And it ran all the
squash
way
grows
across my
really well
patio.
in New Mexico, but you need room for the runners.
Hmm.
And I want to try not to mess with anything outside of the greenhouse. Like
Are you going to do peppers? Red, green, yellow peppers?
we got two bell pepper plants, two green bell pepper plants, and those are the Big Berthas.
Okay, well, I want to know how those do because they do terrible here. I
Okay.
have gone through so many of those and they never, and I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing
Well,
wrong.
I'm hoping the greenhouse will solve a lot of the issues we had last year. Because once it got like got hit summer, it was just so hot and they would dry out. Like I would water them in the morning, and by like 11 a.m. they'd have no more moisture and they would crackle.
Well,
So
well, you put
what?
me there. Maybe there you should water in the morning and at night.
Oh, I probably will.
Because here, I mean, they suggest tomatoes you soak it real good for like, and then don't water again for like 2 or 3 days.
Mm.
But
I
you have,
watered morning and night last year and it would dry out by the morning too, because it was just hot. So
okay,
I'm hoping keeping the greenhouse, and the greenhouse has zippers on the big front. You can walk in, so you can
okay,
keep it shut. And then it's got two windows I can open on the outsides for ventilation that are just Velcroed, and I can roll them up and tie them up.
oh,
So if we
okay,
want to just get ventilation and not go into it, we can just open the outside.
oh, okay.
So
Yeah, that might work.
we'll see. We'll see. Mary says we have started our seedlings and I can't wait to can this summer. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did seedlings once, the
Mm.
tomato seedlings one, but you have to start them like in March
Yeah.
because, yeah, in the house.
Well, and the
And
strawberries we got are little, they come in a bag and it's like 10 plants. So I don't know. I haven't opened the bag yet to see what it is.
oh,
It was in the same section as the potatoes, because the potatoes you get like the little baby root potatoes. And then that
oh,
it grows around. And this is what the strawberry bag looks like. So we'll see. Because I
yeah,
have
heard of that.
so maybe tomorrow after or Monday after work, I might have to be doing some potting to get that all ready. Because I'm probably not gonna do it tomorrow. It's Sunday. Who knows? Mary says she's in Illinois.
Oh, so they're still getting cold weather too.
Yeah, it's too early to probably have things out in the greenhouse. Here, I mean, our high today was like 65, and our it got down to like 39 last night, but I went and checked on everything. It was still fine this morning, so it didn't freeze. And I figure at Home Depot, they're in the garden center, which is outside.
Right,
They
right.
have these seedlings in there anyway, so
I
if they
don't
can
know if our
put it
seedlings
there,
out yet. They might be out in Walmart because Walmart has a it's in a building like I mean it's but I don't know about Home Depot yet or
yeah.
not. But they're
Home
inside
Depot
too,
here,
kind of. Can't
here
remember.
it's
Wait,
safer to be outside.
we dropped to 18 degrees
Yeah,
2 days ago when we
yeah.
got the snow. 18 and the high was 33 that day.
Yeah,
So
so it's cold there.
yesterday it got nice, and today I bet it hit 50. So it's just it won't make up its mind. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, it's spring.
Hey, Cokes, NPS, a 24 pack for 8.99.
Oh, yeah, that's
That's
not a bad buy.
22 cents for a 6 pack. So I told you I'll drink Coke for that price. Anyway,
Drinking just plain water in this guy. This guy, only plain water has ever gone in.
oh
My
good. That's
favorite
how
water
my
in the others.
that's how my what's my David's tea one.
Stanley. Oh, your David's tea one.
No, my Stanley I put the other stuff in because I could it's bigger and I mixed the bottle of the what do you call it? Like Propel that stuff in with remember I was telling you last week I mixed but I so because it's so big. But I haven't pulled it out for a couple days. But anyway, yeah. So
Anyway,
so that's our weeks. Huh,
hmm I've done
yeah.
a lot of crocheting.
Me too. Me too. While I've been watching, I found out I didn't know Roku is free.
Oh, the Roku channel. Yes.
Yeah. And Midsummer Murders is on the
Ads.
Roku channel. So I
Oh,
started them from the beginning, and I
mm,
have seen them a lot, but some of them I can't remember who did it, so it's neat. But yeah, because yeah, so I'm in season 8 right now, I think. So, but yeah, and it doesn't have commercials.
oh, I thought it did. I thought it was ad
Yeah,
had.
I thought it did too.
Free with ads. Huh.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and yeah, so I'm not watching the Paramount Plus right now. I'm watching that. Now
Oh,
that
I
I
was
see
gonna tell
it,
you, if you want to watch Wicked
I
Part
saw
One,
that.
it's on Peacock. You have Peacock. You
Yes.
don't have Paramount.
Yeah, I have Peacock. We have
Yeah,
Paramount Plus now.
you do. So
Yep,
then you
we
can watch
have both.
Elsbeth now.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I was telling you about, where she
Yeah,
was like a
I saw that the other day or whatever, and I thought, oh,
very
that's
quirky. I
neat.
really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
But is it the whole movie Wicked? I can't believe they already put it on.
No, it's part one.
I meant, but part
Yeah.
one. I can't believe they released it already. Was just at the theaters.
In October.
Yeah, but through like January or February.
But
Yeah,
I mean, things go online a lot faster now.
I guess so. Yeah, so, but I don't know if I want to watch it yet because part two, I don't want to be
You
left hanging.
you've seen the musical.
I have, yes.
You know what happens.
I do.
Remember the end of Act One. That's where the movie ends, at the end of Act One. At the end of
Okay,
Defying Gravity.
okay,
That's where the movie ends. So, and
okay.
we watched it, and I did kind of enjoy it.
You
They
did
made
kind
it
of what?
longer. I did kind of enjoy it. They
Okay.
made things longer than they needed to be. They
Yeah, well, they added a lot of shit. But the guy that plays the boyfriend, okay, he
Theato.
he is one of the main guys in Bridgerton.
Oh,
In
is
Bridgerton.
I
Mhm.
never watched it.
I would have never
Watched it.
thought he could sing,
No.
but yeah. So yeah. But then he's the
Grande
only
is
one I
Glinda.
recognize.
Ariana Grande is Glinda. She's a
Yeah, but
singer.
what was she in?
She's a singer. She was
Yeah,
on the Disney Channel um for years, but she's also been a popular singer on the radio.
yeah, but
Um,
I don't listen to the radio at all anymore. Not even in the car.
oh, you used to.
I know.
Um,
I
did
used
you
to all
watch? You probably didn't watch Scream Queens. No, she was in that. But I mean, her big thing is she's a singer. She's a very, very famous, popular singer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah. And then Cynthia is the one who plays Elphaba. I don't remember her last name. Cynthia something. But
Yeah, and I
she was
watched,
on Broadway.
yeah, that's what I say before they released that short, that special where they were going in and showing it being filmed and interviewing all the people. And her, I had never heard of either, but then she said she had always dreamed of being on Broadway. So it didn't sound like,
Maybe she hasn't been on Broadway. I don't really know her very well. Her star
yeah,
is rising right now though because of Wicked.
yeah.
So,
She's a very good singer when they were showing her sing. Yeah,
oh, she's
and then the
yeah,
one that plays the girl, the older lady that plays the teacher.
Madame Marable,
Huh?
Michelle Wu, Madame
Yeah,
Marable, Madame Marable.
yes.
Yes, I think
They
it's
made
Michelle
her
Wu.
they made her part longer too.
Yeah. Well, no,
Mm,
no,
it looked like it.
no.
There were a lot of things they did different. I mean, a little bit,
I mean,
but
they added things, but she was pretty important in the musical.
yeah.
They didn't really change what her character does. I don't want to say that in case people haven't seen it, because I don't want to ruin anything for them.
Right, right.
But they
Okay.
didn't really
Anyway, I'll have
change.
to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's move on.
Okay. Um,
Finished objects?
what?
Finished objects? I'm
No, we
looking.
usually do whips first.
Oh,
Whip.
okay. I got lots of whips.
You got lots of whips. I got
Well, some whips.
two.
I got two,
Okay.
but that's lots more than normal. What kind of three?
Oh yeah,
I have three too, because you have these too.
that's number two.
Oh, oh, the other's a finished object?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Theoretically speaking, yes, it is a finished object.
Okay, you go ahead and show your one of your whips.
Whip.
Show your whip like mine.
Okay,
Show your whip like mine whip.
put on a cardigan. Hold
Oh,
on.
it's not
I
your
already
whip.
had it in my hand. So this is the
Okay.
back of it, and I'm using the Lion brand mandala, and this is a front panel. But I'm trying to, well, when you guys see my finished objects, you'll see my issue.
Hey,
Um,
pull up the back panel again.
okay.
How come it had just one little pink stripe there in the middle? Did you?
Because that's where I ran out of yarn and I changed to the next ball.
Oh, okay. Because I thought, oh, are they doing that now, making some of them the stripes bigger and some littler?
No, but there are places where they've tied on something and so it changed the color at a weird spot.
Yeah,
Well, and you'll notice on the front panels, because they're narrower,
they're
they're
bigger.
wider panels,
Yes, yes.
or they're taller than on the back because the knit panels are narrower. But we'll see how this one goes if I have to frog it, if I have to rip it apart.
Rivet, rivet.
But it is really soft. I do like that mandala. Um, well, all the mandala. Well, I don't like the mandala sparkle. It hurts my hands.
Oh,
But the other mandala is also soft.
well, then I'll show my first one of these.
Okay.
Since you showed the sweater,
Okay.
show this. I got crochet hooks sticking out all over here. Okay. I just started this, you guys, just an hour before we started because I wanted to have something. I'm making a granny square poncho.
That looks like a pair of boy short underwear right now.
Her girl, real, real tight girl underwear.
Like boy short cut, kind of. That's funny. That's fun. That's a good color though.
Yeah, it's teal. And I got a blue denim one too. I was gonna mix them, but then I have four of these. So I should have enough of this. The color I really wanted to do was this one called A Walk in the Park.
Oh yeah, I have some of those ones.
But this is my one gripe about Hobby Lobby. They only have like three of each color of these kind. Now the solids they had a bunch, but of the variegated one, they have like three. And I'm going, I need at
Hobby
least
Lobby.
4 or 5. Huh?
Order them online from Hobby Lobby. That's what I did.
I know, but then you have to pay shipping.
Not if you spend enough.
$50. Yeah, I
Oh,
spent
come on, it's yarn.
I
You can
spent
spend 50
52
bucks.
today, and I spent like 30 something yesterday on these.
Yeah. But that's
But
gonna be pretty.
but yes, but I bought one of every single. We'll see this in my purchases. I love this cotton.
Mm.
So,
Oh,
but so
I
this is
have all those
this is what it's
too.
gonna be. Huh?
I said I have all those. I love this cotton too that I'm still working with.
You can see. Make a little broad match.
I tried making a bralette
Anyway,
once.
what I was looking for, and I will throw this out there, I'm actually looking for a poncho that is knit in the round that isn't
Crocheted
the
around.
granny. Huh?
Crocheted in the round.
I meant crocheting the round. That isn't the granny square. Because what I hate about the granny square poncho, I made one before. By the time you get the arm length, it's almost to the floor where the V's come.
Mm.
That's what I have made those before. I've got one over here that I made. And it ended up so big. I may frog that one of these days. But I like the round ones. And I've looked at the 3 or 4 round patterns I've found. They have all these fancy things they do in them. And I just want to plain, almost like a double. And if I could catch on how to do it, my mother made Christy and Robin those little ponchos, and that's what hers was, were just doubles. But I don't know how to add stitches to make it get bigger.
Oh, you would probably do it like you would do a yoke for a sweater. And that's just where like you do
Every other,
double chain double. And then the next round you would do double chain double in that same spot. And then you're adding 2 stitches each round. Well, 3 stitches. Sorry, I need to stand up for a second.
your niece.
No, my shorts. Okay, I'm wearing shorts because it was warm enough today. And it's hot in my craft room because I keep it a little warmer in here because of my 3D printers. And so my legs are sweating to the bottom of my chain. So I had to move. So I got fabric underneath them. But let's see. Um, crochet, double, crochet.
I put in crochet round um poncho, and what kept coming up was the granny squares. Well, that's not really a round, that's a V.
Here's one that looks, it's a double crochet poncho for Lion Brand yarn, it says.
Okay.
Pretty peaceful poncho. It's like, it's kind of at a diagonal. I
Yeah.
don't know. So can you kind of see her? See, it's kind of a diagonal.
Yeah, yeah, see.
I don't know. But I'm like,
Because if you sit down on those, you're sitting down on it, it pulls it back, chokes you.
yeah, here's, oh,
And-
there's one that has like a turtleneck. Don't want that.
Okay.
But no, you don't want that.
I wouldn't have to put the whole turtleneck on it, right?
Right. Oh, this is a vintage 1971 poncho that
Let
looks
me
like it.
see that. Let me see it.
Hold on. Well, the picture went away from it. because I opened it.
The girl in the pink.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I saw one that would I'd love to make, but all she did was she modeled it. She said, and she gave her review of it. It was a vintage pattern. I thought,
This one's an hour and 23 minutes long. It
oh,
almost looks like it's like a granny rectangle that they've wrapped around and then sewed the corner so it's pointy in the front and round around the back.
no,
Now look.
I want a round. I want a round. No, I saw that one.
Oh,
That's Granny Squares. I mean, that's Granny Stitch.
granny stitch. I know. I just that's what I said when
Yeah, yeah.
it's okay.
But anyway, if any of you know of a pattern, and there might be one on, I haven't gone on Ravelry in years.
Me
Ravelry
neither.
might have one. Who knows?
Okay, I just sent you another one that's entitled Poncho in a Day, and it looks like it's double crochets.
Oh, okay. Is it round?
The quickest crochet. No, it's still got the V on the bottom, but it's not a super deep V.
But then are the arms shorter? If you
Yeah.
don't get super V, yeah. And I want the arms to be
Okay.
down.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, I see that one. I saw that one.
You
It
could
says,
just pretend like you're crocheting a hat, but just start with a really big circle for your neck and then just add like you do with the hat.
yeah, but then all of a sudden the hat goes straight down.
Well, no, but if you kept adding, would have a circle. So
Oh,
just imagine like a big flat circle, like
I
a rug
made,
without the
I
center.
made a big doily. I could
Mm-hmm.
make it like a doily, but only on the inside, start it as a circle, as an
Mm-hmm.
88.
And I would start it like where you have, because like when I do my hats, I do like, okay, 10 in a round, and then I'll do like two in each one, and then one, two, one,
Right,
two, and then
right.
one, one, two, one, one, two. I would get to the point where it was like probably seven and then two in the eighth one. Because that's where, because and then eight and then two in the ninth one, because you're going to want to continue to grow it in a circle.
Yes.
Bet you could just come up with something like that. You could probably do a ribbed neck too if you wanted
That's
before.
yes, sir.
You could
And I've
experiment.
done them. I've made all those ones, those, and they had the rib bottom and they had the ribbing around it. But yeah, it takes a little bit longer. You know me. But anyway,
Okay,
whatever.
other whips.
Let's see some more whips.
Well, this goes with my purchases. So I told mom this, that I'm going to say this again. I went and picked through the dying carcass of the store that is Joann's. Dave and I went there last Saturday and did some shopping. It was packed, and it was still only 25% off everything.
It still is only 25% off. That was remember I told you it was 50. It's
Yeah,
up to 50, but none of the yarn. The yarn was still all 25. I
but I
didn't buy
got a
anything.
3-pack of
Oh,
this Flower Power Red Heart yarn. So I've already finished off 1 pack of it. This is my
they're
whip.
all the same color?
Yeah, it's a 3-pack of the same color, but
Uh,
that's fine because if I'm going to make a cardigan with it, I will need more than 13 squares.
yeah, because the one girl said about 48 squares for her cardigan she did.
But I got a coordinating color. So I've got 13 that I've blocked. So this is blocked compared to unblocked, by the way. So with these, blocking does make a difference
Yeah,
slightly.
it does.
So I've got 13 and then I've got 4 that I haven't blocked. And then this one on the needle that I have to frog back because something is wrong and I can't figure out what. So I have to go back and figure out why the count is not working this time. But I think I'm going to I bought a coordinating color. I bought a yellow like this. So I'm going to do like the body in the granny squares. And then I'm going to do the arms and the ribbing in the coordinating yellow. So
Oh,
because one of these, I would have to have 2 around my arms if I wanted to
that
do
might be.
sleeves. And it still would be tight, I think, around the top of my arms. Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah.
So I don't know. I might do like the granny stitch on the arms. So they have like the
Oh, yeah,
holes.
yeah, yeah.
I
Could
could
do
still do the
that.
granny stitch, but I
Are you
haven't
gonna do a long? I was looking at the long ones that go
tried.
down past the butt.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd have enough because I've got 3 of these and I was able to get 13 out of the last one, even though they're only supposed to make 12. But I have been weaving in my ends and then they give you a super long ending, which is something they've rectified from the regular granny square ones. So I took some of those extra endings that I had because I was in the blue and was able to finish the 13th one and just kept tying pieces on until I was done with that last round.
Oh, did they rectify that on the regular granny squares?
I don't know yet. I haven't bought any of the regular granny squares since they first came out.
Yeah, because our Joanne still had some of those. And I thought,
Mhm.
oh, they had such problems with them not ending in the right spot. I don't want to, even if
Well, they
it's,
only left you like this much to weave in at the end. So
yeah,
like if you're the type of person who keeps the end and uses it to sew them together, then you're not in luck, you know?
yeah,
But this one, like seriously, it was like feet. Like I have like little balls rolled up. I have a whole bunch of little light blue balls of yarn that are left over because I've been keeping them because I
yeah.
might use them to sew it together. I don't know.
Well, Jeffrey took me there and um, I went through and he came in and I didn't have anything in my cart. And I said, well, I thought it was going to be 50% off and it's still 25 and they were still stocking the shelves, but almost the shelves were almost empty except
Yeah.
for there were some granny square ones. And I said to Jeff, I said, I can go across the street to Hobby Lobby right now, and all theirs is 30% off. So 25% off for a store that's going under. And Jeff said, that's probably why they're going under. I says, well, one of the big things I think that hurt them is like remember when you'd order an order from Joann's, it didn't really come from the warehouse. They'd ship you one from a Joann's in Salt Lake City, some from a Joann's in Orem, and so they paid if you
Well, if
spent
I spent
$5, it was
$75,
yeah, you got free shipping, but they had to pay the shipping from all of those
there
places.
was times when I got 10 different orders that
Yeah,
probably cost them like $3 to $4 to ship. So
yeah,
that's $30 to $40 off of my $75.
yep, yep. So
Jax works for them. Um, and she said they're still getting shipments every day.
yeah,
Posted about that this week that they're still getting shipments, and so you can go in every day and they have new stuff on the shelves.
yeah, that's what the girl in there said to me. And I went on Thursday and I said, I had talked to someone that said they're not even really closing up until the end of May, but they had signs all over warehouse shipments coming every day, check every day. And I thought, well, yeah, but for 25% off, that we could use a 40% off coupon before. So 25% off is really nothing. So,
Right.
and you can't order online at all on the Joann's.
No, that's completely turned off.
Yep. So you have
I
to
did
go in
buy some
store.
stuff for our classroom. We got a new rolling cart for Dave because it was
Yeah,
40% off.
yeah, some
I
of that
want
stuff is.
And oh no, it was 50% off. So we got that for Dave, a rolling cart. And then they have these collapsible drawers, like they fold down on themselves and you can open them up and flatten them out. So I got 7 because I have 7 classes. So I can put papers in those for each class. And Dave got 9 because he has 9 classes. So he can put like they can turn papers in, or if he has things that specifically have to go to different classes, he can put them in that basket. Oh, really quickly. Hi, Steph. Sorry I missed you saying hello. Hi, Aunt Shell, and hi, Jill. Welcome, you guys.
Hi, everybody. Jill, I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, it's awful to be under the weather. And they had, not only did she not feel well, they had a horrible wind and rainstorm. So
Mm,
they're still getting the
yes.
crappy weather too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so, but
Yeah.
whatever. Oh, and then the other finished objects I have are,
Wait, your other whip. You didn't show your other whip.
oh, my the whip, my the whip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
got stuff on mine.
when Amber called about doing a granny square cardigan, I pulled out, you guys wouldn't believe how much of this Cascade Pima cotton yarn I still have left when I was going to make that big coverlet for my bed. I still have all those strips in there that I can take apart and use the
Yeah.
granny squares out of there. But anyway, so I did some granny squares. I did the solid ones, but of course they still have the holes there, but at least they're not as, and this is Pima cotton, so it's
See, that's very similar to mine, but mine, you can't really see the holes
no.
much.
You did
Except
that
for
one.
anything they don't have a hole.
You did that one that they did the 5 and then she used that
She
as
did
a
a
whole.
triple.
Yeah, and I just couldn't, I tried and tried, I just couldn't get it to look right.
But yours
So
looks
I went
good.
to this one.
It's not a
I
big. Yours looks good.
I still have enough to make another. So this was 5 and this was this wasn't even a full skein, I don't think. I just had it sitting there and I thought, I'll try. I spent all one evening trying different ones. I had 4 different kinds. So in fact, one of these might even be that one. Oh, yes, kind of maybe. Because I didn't tear them apart. I thought, I don't, it's me. They're for
Yeah.
me. Who cares? So, but they're all the same size. They all worked out to be the same size. So, but they're 5 inches. Mine are 5 inches. So we'll see if I ever do anything more with those. I haven't blocked those or anything yet. So
Well,
because
the
people,
blocking like did make a big difference,
did you
with
spray them?
I did. And actually, I have a steamer coming because with acrylic, they suggest using like a heat steamer. So putting it on the board and then steaming it and letting it cool and dry. Um, but I sprayed them with a squirt bottle and then I kind of squished them and kind of rubbed all the stuff through and kind of break down the fibers and the stitches before I stretched them out. And I did use 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4x4 on my pins.
When I blocked all those ones for you, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
purses that I
Mm-hmm.
made, I wet them all. I didn't know when they were cotton, and it was the middle of summer, and I set them outside, and they still took 2 days to dry.
Mm.
Because cotton doesn't dry
Like,
as
you like soak wet them or did you?
I
Oh,
washed them. I mean, yeah, I got them
okay.
wet. I didn't know. I'd
Yeah.
never blocked anything in my life.
Oh, me neither. I was thinking about my sweater. I might need to block my sweater. Maybe that would help the back too.
I don't know.
If
Show
I
it.
get it wet. I will in a minute. I'm going to show my successful one first. How many
Okay.
finished objects do you have?
Huh?
How many FOs do you have?
Just these. Just my dish,
Oh,
right?
your dishcloths?
Just my
Oh,
dishcloth. That's my, you guys, this is my finished object, okay? So you guys saw those. Now let's see Amber's.
okay, so I'll show my successful one first. And I did kind of show this one off last time, but it wasn't finished. I
Right.
still want to finish sewing the seam and do the neck. So this one I'm gonna put on because it fits me. It fits me like a glove. Hold on, I'm trying not to get my wedding ring caught or my ring caught in it.
Right.
Because that is my fear with something that's crocheted or knitted.
Yes.
But back up a little. Look, it's like perfect.
Yes, it is. It's
So
perfect
warm and cozy.
in
But
the
maybe I
summer,
should have blocked it.
in July.
I know. Well, I mean, it's March. We're good. We're good. So that's
Yeah.
my successful finished object. It is very pretty. I've worn it to school already. I took it to show off to my massage therapist, who we go to church with, Joan, and I let her try it on. She loved it.
Oh, you tell her for $100 you'll make her one?
Oh, I would charge more than 100 for this.
I know. That's what I say. People think, oh, they see it, and they go, oh, would you make me one? And you're going, well,
The lady I work with was like, maybe this summer I'll have you make me one. And I was like, well, it took a long time and a lot of yarn. She's like, well, I know, but and I was like, I would have to charge a lot for it for my time and my effort. Okay,
I don't want to do it.
yeah. So if you've been watching my crochet with me, you've been seeing me work on this, and it's so pretty. And this is the Timu yarn. This is the milk yarn from Timu. So it's not. It almost feels um
Linen?
like cotton,
Like
like
linen?
no, like cotton, like the cotton, the hand dyed cotton we did that I got from
Oh,
Knit Picks. It
oh, okay.
feels
It's
like
like
that.
that. Okay, a little heavier, hotter.
But here is my issue, and some of you have already seen this because you've seen the short I posted. It's too small. I mean, if I have to lift my arm to put it in, hold on. And it works better over a bodysuit. But okay, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah, even in the back.
it. It's too
A
small.
little bit more.
But the sleeves are perfect. The sleeves are exactly how I wanted them, just a little bit long. Because I hate when sleeves are like this long for sweaters.
I do
I
too.
like to be able to cuddle my hand in them. The sleeves are perfect. And the color is so pretty, but I might have to frog it.
Do you have more left over?
I have almost 2 full skeins. I have
Okay.
2 more skeins. I had 4 to start with. And then I went to buy some more, and the people I bought them from were out. But then I was scrolling Temu, and another person had the same color. So I got 2 more. But it's so pretty and so springy. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe this will be my Easter sweater.
It took you all month or all week to do.
Yeah, I started it Monday.
Yeah, I would say we
Mhm.
all went and worked with you.
I know. But I love the sleeves. They're perfect. Maybe I should just cut the sleeves off and attach them to something else.
Or just take them off and then when you do the other panels, you'll have them and you can put them back on.
That's true. That's true. So that's
They'll
my
already, the
finish.
sleeves will already be done.
Yes. Yes. So that's been my week of crocheting. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Steph and Jill. I said so pretty, very nice. I love the colors. It's so happy. Yes. Well, that's what my lesson learned. I've never made many garments, right?
Right, right.
And so I'm trying to come up with this on my own for these patterns. Like I followed the 2 videos and those worked out, but now I'm like, I can do this on my own.
Right.
Apparently I can't.
Well, you've used a completely different stitch too. I think if you'd have used one of your other stitches in the same count, but like I said, did half for
Mhm.
the front and did there's a girl on there that shows how to, like you said, where you do two and yeah, and make it into it would be fine. But
Yeah,
yeah, but you do have to frog all that other stuff out. So that can go in your two frog bag.
yes. If I ever touch that one again.
Too bad it's not real cotton because you could just make it into dishcloth.
Oh, yeah,
Ah,
I could, but what am I gonna do with all those dishcloths?
you can sell them on your site, sell them at the thing at your craft fair. They'll start pretty soon too, don't they?
April 5th.
Okay. Can we do a what's in my shop real fast?
Sure, let's do what's in your shop real fast.
Okay. I if you haven't been with me since I don't know if I showed any last time. Was I doing those then? I don't think so. Anyway, I've gone back to doing
Oh,
double-stranded links, you guys.
chocolate. Yes.
So, I did these three that I'm going to show you aren't up yet, but I've done 18 of them. So I thought that's a good variety. But and I did some stripes, some self-striping ones, you guys. So anyway, so this is I did a nebula.
That's great.
That's one of that's in my shop. And double-stranded means it actually has two strands, and you can either take them apart and or you can knit. If you do two socks at a time, you can do them at the same time with these. Okay, this is one I haven't named yet.
Well, that's pretty.
And then this one, I have a lava one, but I thought maybe I'll do this one as a volcano or a kind of campfire, maybe. It's black and brown and red and yellow.
That makes me think of heavy metal, like hard rock heavy metal.
Sorry.
I know, I'm just letting you know that's what I think of when I see that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, the one I have on there, I got to tell you about this. What I have on there, I might have told you guys last time. I have one on there that's called lava.
that's called
And
what?
lava,
Wow.
lava,
Okay.
lava. Okay.
Sorry, I just couldn't hear you well.
When I did it, I haven't done these for a while, you guys. And so I laid them out on the table and I did them with all my fluorescent colors, all 5 fluorescent. I rolled them up and after they were steamed and I brought them out and it all flowed together. And it's more reds and bright oranges and almost like a black brown. It looks like flowing lava and bright yellow. Yeah, it really turned out pretty. I'd never be able to duplicate that again. It just was, but it's pretty. It's gonna make some really pretty socks. And they will be more gradient socks because
Okay.
the way it's kind of reddish and yellow and has the yellow all the way through it, and then it goes into the brown and the black or
Okay.
brown or whatever. But it's real pretty. It's gonna make some pretty socks. But
That's
anyway, I thought I'd do some of those because the thing with sock blanks is if they don't sell, I can always take them apart, which I've done before, and use them in my minis. That's from the mystery minis because people like different kinds every time, and I have some people that one every month or every other month order some, and so this way they always get new ones. So anyway, that's what's new in my shop. That's another thing I've been doing in the last 2 weeks is doing that. Okay, anyway, so
and our Dragon and Yarn Club is in your shop,
yes,
right?
it is. And
Yeah.
by the way, the 31st, we have 31 days this time, so it closes on the 31st. You guys have like 10 days? 10 days. Is it today's 21st?
9 days. It's 22nd.
Okay, 9 days to sign up. I will be sending out reminders. I just send out reminders for my Harry Potter Club. That closes on the 26th. and I shipped that one out by the 31st. So the dragons. So if you haven't already signed up and you love us and want to sign up more, you can. And isn't my fingernail pretty, Bruce? It's called Yes Please. It's kind of a blue color.
It's very
So
pretty.
yeah, it's almost the color of that yarn.
It looks like periwinkle, like a
Yeah,
periwinkle color.
where's that blue yarn? Okay, kind of almost the same color.
Similar.
This is called denim. This is a soft yarn. Whatever. Anyway,
By the way, Jill said beautiful for your sock links.
thank you, Jill. Jill always likes my supplements. Anyway, yep. So that is all that's in my shop. I mean, well, I've got 18 of those in there.
Okay.
I haven't done any actual hand item. Still trying to the what do you call it? People aren't buying as much this year of the yarn like they
Mhm.
did. So, and since we
Sales
don't,
are down.
yeah, since we don't sell at shows,
Mhm.
we have to get rid of the stuff in our shop first, before because we don't have any other outlet for it. So I'm trying to get that down. I've taken off a lot of my hats, and I'm gonna save them to put on again when winter hits, because now it's kind of out of my hats were alpaca and merino wool, and I do have some on my yarn shop. I have some acrylic ones, which are all right for, and I know some kids and people wear these hats all year long, but
I like the acrylic ones too because they're machine washable.
yes, and they're machine washable. So, but they were all done with big twist, so they're not going to be able to whatever. They said yarn inspirations might still carry big twist. So,
I've heard that rumor and Yarn Inspirations doesn't make big twists, so they can't carry it.
oh, okay.
That was a rumor started by who did I see? I saw someone and then she corrected herself, but other people have
Okay,
ran with it. She's like, I was wrong. It's they don't own Yarn Inspirations or Yarn Inspirations doesn't own Big Twist, but
right.
yeah, unfortunately, because I mean all those the Big Twist rave, I love those. They're so
They
pretty.
had one big twist rave left at our shop, and I had it in my cart, and I thought, they're so big, you want to have a pretty good size project, but yet not big enough I mean, you need at least two to do a bigger project. So it's like, so I put it back too. I didn't buy anything that day from Joanne. And then Jeffrey took me across the street to Hobby Lobby, and I did.
In a minute, I'll tell you the things I bought at Joann's. I'm not going to show you the trays or the drawer thing, but I'll show you the yarn I bought. But I want to show you Temu first because it's on top of everything.
Okay, show me your Temu, and then I'll show you my Temu.
So my first Temu is this.
Oh,
It is a crocheting or knitting bag. So it's got the hole in the top. You can put your yarn inside. It will hold 3 to 4 skeins of yarn
oh, those are big yarns.
straight up and down. So you can crochet from here. If you do color work, it's got a couple openings on the top. And I want to say I paid like $15 for this. And it's got the pockets at the side for needles. My needles are too big because I'm using the acrylic
Right.
ones, but it's also got this pocket and then this pocket as well. It's been nice to put the granny square yarn in here, all 3 skeins while I'm working with them because I know I'm going to use them all.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. And then this people have seen on my videos this week. So this is magnetic. So you put your yarn on it. I'll just show you. If you're curious, if you've never seen one of these, you just slide through the center. And I
Maybe.
like to put my fingers down it just to make sure there's an opening big enough. Slide it on, stick it to it, and then you pull from
Is
it.
it big enough, a good enough magnet that it holds that heavy?
It's like it takes a little bit for me to pull it off. It's a pretty strong magnet. And then it's got like this holder in it too, which is coming unscrewed. You screw it all together when you get it, and it actually comes with a screwdriver for it. So you
No,
don't have to find your screwdriver. But yeah, that's okay. That just rotates.
I
And it's
never
got
could figure out. Yeah, what's that for?
that's probably to put your needle in while you're
Well,
working.
I've seen those on desks and stuff too, and I thought, what do they put in there? Or
Your
maybe
pen
it's
in
to
that.
keep, huh?
Put your pen in that so it doesn't roll off the desk.
That's what I say. So nothing rolls off. If it rolls into that.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's been really nice for these little cakes like this.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I don't always find the center pole of things. But for this, I know they're all going to go the same direction then because the yarn is all dyed in the same direction. So,
right,
yeah,
nice.
so that back over here for now. Um, I showed this is the yarn I showed last time. I'm just gonna put the other two. These are the two the extras that I got, but that's what the sweater is made of. And it's that milk yarn. Okay, then I got this 4-pack of milk yarn. It's a different colorway. They're supposed to be the same. Oh, there's the turquoise. I'm like, but I don't see the turquoise on this one. But
I looked at those just yesterday, those four
yeah,
packs.
yeah, this is the same as the cardigan I made. The same milk yarn. Um,
And you're right, it doesn't tell what it's
it
made of.
doesn't tell anything about it, but I'm like, I need to buy more neutral colors because I buy a lot of bright colors.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a very bright colored person.
Right.
That they have Fairyland brand yarn.
Yes, yes. I looked at that too. But it didn't see, I don't think it told either what it was.
These are long distance cake ball is what it's called, by the way. This is one of the colors. It's hard to tell, but there's like a turquoise in there. There you
I
go.
see that. Is it acrylic?
Um,
It doesn't say, does it?
blended air yarn.
Yeah.
Weight 100 grams, length 245 meters. 100 grams at net standard condition. And then it has stuff in a foreign language above that.
Yeah.
Um, so I got this one. I got two of this color.
Is it worsted, do you think? Well, 200, that's like 220. Yeah, that's probably a worsted weight.
Yeah, it says air yarn. I don't know what air yarn means.
Yeah.
I got two of this color. Like 200 yards though, 245 meters.
Hey, that matches what you got on.
It does kind of, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
They got two of this color, 245 meters. Two of these is not enough to make one sweater, but I could combine the two
Yep.
to make one. Oh, by the way, Jill says very pretty nails, and she has already measured hers up.
Yeah, I've been doing mine every Wednesday, Jill. I have so many different, I have 30, 25, 26 nail polishes now. So I'm trying to do a different color every week. And it's helping get my nails in order.
Then I got a 4-pack of this color. This is like
Oh,
pink and grays.
great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so does it say anything else on it? But it does tell what size hook to use.
What?
Suggest 2.5 millimeter knitting
Oh,
needle or 4 millimeter crochet hook.
that's
So that's a
a
DK.
G? A G?
I
It's
don't
little. 4 point is
4
little.
millimeter. No, 4 millimeter
5.5
is
is H.
4.5 is G.
So no,
So 4
yeah,
millimeter would be like an F.
I still use at least a G.
But I mean, it's not very thick. So
Yeah.
but with something like this, I could use a bigger needle and make it more airy.
Or
Big stitches.
do a double
Make it
skein. I mean, hold two yarns
hold two together, but then I wouldn't have enough to make anything I want.
You'd have to order more.
Yep. And then I got this. Now, it was just really pretty. I didn't know what I was buying. I say it that way. Let me open it because it's gorgeous. And it's actually, I want to say it's like a thread weight. Hold on. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna brave taking it out of the plastic. It's in double plastic.
Of
So
course it is.
I have a plastic to put back in. What?
I said, of course it is.
Yep. Just want to make sure that it's really secure. I've seen people make shawls out of this kind of tape.
Like a lace weight.
All a cake like this at Hobby I've seen or Hobie. So look at that. It's a very thin, but look at how gorgeous this yarn is.
Shiny.
It is.
You know what it is?
So it's probably mercerized, whatever it is.
Mercerized cotton?
Well, they can mercerize other things, I think. I don't know. Manufacturer, let's see. It doesn't say. Oh, 100% viscose.
Okay, that's like a
That like
nylon. Viscose and nylon.
okay. But
Remember Hobby Lobby when they had their hand dyed yarn, some of it was 70, 25% viscose and which
Okay.
is like a nylon, I think. So that's like a nylon.
So look at the,
Why it's so shiny?
I found an end. So it's kind of like embroidery thread,
Yeah.
but I have seen
Like
people beautiful shawls with
it's
this.
like it's like the Miss Lydia's cotton thread. It comes
Okay.
in the big, but it's not shiny. This is because this is viscose. That's where you get the shininess.
I thought, maybe I'll experiment this summer because I've seen people make basically this is the same as some of the other yarns that are out there that are not from Temu. I've seen people make, like I said, beautiful lacy shawls where the gradient just goes down it and then spreads out.
I watched somebody do a a like a braid, but she
Huh?
used lit almost thread, almost
Oh,
sewing thread, and she actually pinned it on a piece of paper as she was doing it, and she was using like little. They were as thin as needles. They were probably
like
A or
tatting.
A or a B hook, and she was making. Oh, it was really, and then she pulled it off, and it's this long, thin braid. I can't
Um,
remember what she used it for, but oh,
Steph said she made a dress out of yarn like that. I bet it's beautiful.
oh yeah.
I've seen someone on there's on someone on TikTok who is making a granny square blanket out of embroidery thread. So her granny squares are like this big by this big. So it's gonna take her like 1,000 to make a blanket.
Okay. 1,000 years to make would take me.
1,000, oh yeah. I mean, she just keeps showing like her box as she's finishing stuff. She hasn't put anything together yet. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, embroidery that I'm like, dude, anything smaller than a 5 millimeter hook, I hate using.
Yeah. Even a
That's
G.
my favorite.
Yeah. That's a 5 is a G plus. A 5.5 is an H, I
Oh,
think.
a 5 is an H. I have
This
one
is
right
a
here.
4 millimeter. This is a G.
This is a 5 millimeter, it's an H.
Okay. So what's the in between the 5, 4? I have some that are 4.5 or 5,
A
4,
4.5 would probably be the
a
G
G
plus.
plus. That's the G plus. Yeah. And that's the one I had never heard of until I started buying um
Girls.
from Furls. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't know they made that size. So,
Okay. I have Joanne's purchases and
oh,
Amazon
you want to
purchases.
see my
I'm done with
Timu?
my Temu.
You want to see my Timu
Yes,
pictures?
I'd like, yeah, that's what I was saying. So I have other stuff, but I know you have
Yeah.
stuff.
Remember my cards that I made last time? Well, I
Hmm.
loved making those. And a lot of these, I'm not even going to use as cards. I'm going to cut them and use them as little 6x6 pictures to put up. But I got a pack of Halloween ones with the cats, different
Oh,
cats.
oh, that's cute.
So
I got the one you sent me.
yeah, that was the kind of St. Patrick's Day, wouldn't you
Mhm.
think? Then I
Mhm.
got these. If you're in my Dragon Club, you guys, you're gonna get one of these this week because
Oh,
April is Easter. These are dragons with Easter eggs
oh, hold them up a little and to your left.
left.
There you go. That's a little better. And yeah, I would say it's kind of shiny with the plastic.
Yeah. Let's see if I can figure out how to open one of these. I just thought I bought enough for everybody for me to send everybody one of these. And the thing is, they only take about an hour to do. So this is the different ones. This one,
Up and to the left. There you go. Cute. Also very cute.
again,
Cute
big
as
dragon,
well. Mhm.
the dragon, and another dragon, and the last dragon. But aren't those cute for the Dragon Club to send in there?
Yeah,
That's your Easter present, you guys, that
the
does
card.
Dragon Club. Yeah. I'm gonna start working on those pretty soon. Then I got a set that I am going to, it's just cats. So these are not, but I'll just take one of these out. I tried to get ones that take a lot of diamonds in, but these are my cat ones. And those, of course, will probably go. I mean, there's all kinds of them. Can you see that cat?
It's very
So
pretty.
I got some of those. And I don't know who I'm gonna give them to because I sent Marche's birthday card as one of those ones I sent to you.
Mhm.
I sent him out on the 11th or 10th. She still hasn't got it. So I'm wondering if the
Did
diamonds
you
got
have it hand stamped?
mm-mm. She's
Oh,
an experiment, I told her. And I said,
okay.
if she doesn't get it by next Monday, I will send her a new card. These are the ones I got for Christmas. Yeah, I'm thinking ahead, you guys. Because we don't know what's going to happen to Timu. Anyway, well, I'll just show you through here. These are all deers, different deer.
Okay.
Pretty.
Yeah.
They're for Christmas.
Are they reindeer?
They're reindeer, I think. Yeah, with all kinds of stuff on them.
Okay. That's really pretty.
But there's 5 or 6 different ones. Okay.
Okay.
So Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So they do have something on the inside. Some of these don't. And then
Okay.
this set I bought just for me for spring. I've got to do these spring things. I'm going to cut these.
Oh,
And
the gnomes.
the
Very
gnomes. I'm going to
cute.
make, they're all in little flowers. And I'm going to make them all into little, to put up on my wall.
Oh,
The
very cute.
wall that I put the Christmas thing ones up on. And I
Hmm.
mean, these are cheaper than buying um the gem,
Oh,
the
the Diamond Art Club.
Diamond Art Club little gem ones.
Yeah.
And these are a little bit bigger. These have more, I mean, these aren't squares.
Mm.
You know me in squares. So
Oh, yeah.
these are
Well, the
all
Diamond Art Club cards are not squares.
oh no, but I've never bought the cards. I meant
Okay.
the things you put on the
Oh,
wall.
yeah.
We got. Yeah, and these are a lot cheaper and a nicer I mean, yeah, who wants vegetables? I know some of you likes vegetables, but I don't want vegetables on my wall.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's those. That's what I bought at Timu. I bought all cards to do because I like these. I can sit and watch TV and they sit right in front of me and they're real easy to put together. And yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you want a quick and easy Diamond Art Club thing,
Or
it's,
Diamond Art thing, not
and
Diamond Art
I mean,
Club.
diamond art things. Yes. You look like with that, the way your little hat sits on there, it
My
looks like
hat.
a
You see
crown.
mine here?
Yeah, it looks like a crown.
It's one
Gold,
of my
gold.
crochet. It's one of my scrunchies I made.
No, I have one of my scrunchies on. A new one today. I still haven't listed my scrunchies.
Yeah. I
I
don't
know
know if I'm
many
bringing up
of,
the April 5th thing because last year we were very successful at that one with our 3D printing. Like we made like $500 at that. So
which one?
the one we're going to on April 5th, it's in Rio Rancho, which is
Oh,
like
okay.
north of
So
Albuquerque.
have you been really making up a whole bunch of stuff?
I'm trying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Keep
trying to
that.
get a lot of dragons because I realized I took some to school. I've made like $150 the week before spring break because people just kept wanting dragons. So I kept bringing them and I was selling a ton of them. So I'm like, I don't have a lot. So I've tried to make a lot of crystal dragons
So
because
when
that
is that?
April 5th.
April. Oh, so you got to be making those day, huh?
I'm trying. Yep.
Yep.
And also we may have to adjust some of our filmings, by the way, because April
Oh,
5th is also prom. That's when we're supposed to film next. And I'm chaperoning prom. The I'm a sucker for the juniors. They asked me to help chaperone. So I said yes. And Dave and I are gonna go to that. And then April 12th, we have a church thing for Easter that's in the evening. So we may have to either film this week and next week, and then take 2 weeks off and film again, or just film this week and then do a month.
well, couldn't we do like a Friday night or a Saturday morning?
Oh, we could try that. But April 5th, I have the show.
Okay.
We can't do Saturday morning or that Saturday night.
Well, we could do Friday night.
We could try it
Yeah.
on April 4th. But oh, hi doggy life. Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
So now we've got Joanne's. So
Yeah.
Jo
Then we have Joann's and Hobby Lobby.
yes, and
Okay.
then Amazon.
Okay.
Okay. So Joanne's, a lot of their stuff they were just selling in the packs.
Oh,
So,
and Arts didn't have any like that.
but you had to buy.
I looked at those.
I was still charged for each one individually. It wasn't sold as a pack. It was still each one individually cost their normal price or their
Right, 25% off. Online, you'd have paid the pack price. They have a pack price. You only save like
not at Joanne's. They don't have online right
Not
now.
online anymore. That's right.
But
Okay.
so this is for me for another sweater. Um,
Oh, that'll be nice and bright.
yeah, I think I'm
Did,
getting old. I have to pull it away from me. 199 yards. So this is like 1,200 yards.
oh, because you got six of them?
Yeah, I got
That's
two
be
packages
plenty.
this color
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
Okay, and then we got this one for Dave. We're gonna
Oh,
make him you.
is Dave gonna make his own sweater?
No, no. Well, he thought about learning how to crochet, but then
Yeah, it's
changed.
only squares, making squares.
I
Once
know.
he gets onto the stitch. Oh, that's pretty.
This
I like
one.
it.
Isn't that pretty? Because I
Uh,
already have a purple sweater. So we don't need to make me a purple sweater. So this
no.
is for him. Then oh, I got this one too. This was so pretty. These ones. It's also the big twist. I got 6 of these as well to make another sweater.
Okay.
Because that's what I do now. I make sweaters.
Big sweater.
But it's pretty. It's like a pastel rainbow.
Uh-huh.
And
Boy,
then,
you, Joanne, had a lot of stuff. Ours didn't have hardly anything. I
okay, and
mean,
I got these ones. This is for a sweater for Dave. Um, there's 269 yards, and I got,
four.
well, we got a lot because Dave is bigger than me.
Oh
So
yeah.
you know how many we're gonna need, and so I think we ended up buying 7 of them just to be sure we had enough.
Oh, you could make a making matching sweater if it
Yeah,
was thought that way.
make him a hat or a scarf to go with
Yeah,
it.
I see turquoise. What do I see in the turquoise?
I want to show you, but I find this funny. They were being told to put these in the bags, saying a team member would have gotten an extra 30% off. He's like, I have to give this to you. And I'm like, oh yeah, team member for the next 4 weeks. Um, I got 2 of these big twists in turquoise.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, Jill said she's using the purple one for a hat for Mr. Fiber. So look at this. These are
mm,
massive. These are the big twist value pound.
yeah, no pound.
1,093 yards. I could make like a duster. I could make like a cardigan duster.
You could make your own, yeah, or
You
a
know what duster is,
one
right? They're like the
sweater,
long
the
ones.
long ones. Yes,
Yeah, but I got 2 of these. So
yeah.
each one is 1,000 yards, so 1,100 yards.
So out of two, you could for sure make a duster.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. Steph says her boyfriend would love that purple and black colorway. Yeah, if your Joanne still has them, it's in the big twist. Um, and it's yeah, they had them in the packs. It was pretty. They had a lot of those big twist ones left. I was surprised actually, but I feel like they had just stocked their yarn.
Yeah, because
Like
I was
they
our
just
big twist.
stopped.
We had one rave left. We had one of the red, white, and blue big twist. Those ones like your um blue
the,
ones there.
the value or
Yeah, yeah, the value. We had what other big twist? There were a couple other big twists, but they did have some Lion Brand. They had some itty bitty stripes, and but they're just as cheap on Mary Maxim, and why order? I mean, why get it just? I mean, 25% off to me is just, yeah, it should go down more.
yeah.
If they're
But
selling out, they
Jack
should.
said people are buying them at that price. So why
I
would
know it. Yeah, I know people are panicking. And I know I told Jeff, I said what a lot of people are doing, and if I was smart and had the money to do, they're going up and just buying all the big twists they can.
they?
Because in 6 months, they can go online and sell it and get if they have, especially if they have an Etsy shop like my cotton shop, I can sell yarn in that and get because somebody will run out and go, oh no, and I can't even get this anymore, and they'll
They'll go on Etsy or eBay and
and find it. Yeah.
top dollar for it.
Even like now, like I was looking on Amazon. Was it Amazon? No, on Temu. Temu, the red heart yarn
Mhm.
is 11.69. I mean, it's just as expensive, if not more expensive on
They have
Temu.
Lion Brand on Temu as well.
Yeah, and Lion Brand.
I
Yep,
think I might have seen Premiere on there as well.
you might have.
I'm trying to remember, but
Yeah. So it's like, you get what you get. And I'm sure a lot of people would be going, well, they have to. Hobby Lobby and Michael's is all we have left here.
Mhm.
And Walmart, of course. And
Right.
sometimes, yeah, Walmart does have good prices, and they're carrying and dollar and all those good ones. In fact, I had Jeffrey get me two of my, I'll tell you about this. I got at Walmart my peaches and cream cones.
Yes.
They are 16.99 at Joann's. So even 25% off is still like $12. They're only $9 and something at Walmart. So I had him grab me two of those while I was there because I my white washcloths really sell. You know, I can't keep up with those. But anyway,
Jill
so
said it's because they're using local sellers now with Temu. So some of my
yes,
stuff came from the US.
yes, yeah.
My the milk yarn all came from US sellers. So it
You know,
came
all
from your stuff.
all these that I got came from China. They were all in the same pack from China. None of these were from local. Because when they come from local sellers, they charge $2.99 shipping.
Yep. Because
Unless you spend
the
thirty
domestic shipping.
dollars $30 from the same shop. It's
Mhm.
not just spend $30 like Amazon. Once you hit the 35 or the 25, you get free shipping on everything that you're buying. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah. But anyway, now my
Show
Hobby
your Hobby
Lobby.
Lobby. Yes.
Okay, I bought, you guys, I went yesterday. My son took me, and I had never worked with, it might have been years and years ago, the I Love This cotton yarn. I love you too. I love this cotton yarn. So I went yesterday and I got picky and I picked out like 10 different colors. And I started making my dishcloths with them. Now I do remember they don't soak up the yarn
For the water quite as well at
yeah,
first.
at first. You have to have them wet and wring them out, and then they'll soak up the yarn but they are very, very soft, and people that love them. So I worked with that, and that's when I decided I wanted to make a shawl out of that. So I went back and I got one of every color they had. So this is the denim. It is called denim blue.
Okay, I was like, I think it is just called denim, but it's denim blue. Yeah.
And then some of these colors I would have never bought, but I did. I wanted to buy one of each. So this one is sunlit sea foam. And you see it kind of has, I thought it would have more green in it, but it has a sage in it and like a tan and a brown. So it's not really what I would consider
It
a sea
makes
foam.
beautiful bandanas, Mom.
Oh, I bet. Did
These
you?
all make beautiful bandanas.
This is domino effect, and it was the other one I had. I was gonna buy to make my poncho with, but they only
Mhm.
had two of them. That's my main thing on. And yes, we have another
Hobby
hobby to
Lobby.
go
Mm,
to, but yeah, they had two and three of these colors. Is all, you know.
yeah.
Well, you couldn't. I needed six, so I did finally find six of that one, the teal. But
Mm.
yeah, and then this one is
I think that one's one of my favorites.
Paris in June.
Say it's yellow and blues, right?
Yep,
And
yellows
dark
and
blue and
blue.
light blue.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
kind of yep, that's a pretty one. And then this is a speckled one. This is spunky,
Well, that's pretty too.
kind of a brown. It has like an orange. It's got a lot of colors on it that I didn't even notice. It has like a turquoise. So, a lot more colors than I thought. This is sunsetting. Now, this would be a pretty one too. This has purple in it.
That one also makes a beautiful bandana.
Purple and orange. I bet it does. And brown.
I love those variegated yarns. They have really pretty colors in those. I love this
They
cotton.
do, yes. So, and this one is Harvest Hues. Harvest Hues. So it's browns and kind of golds, and there is a green. It's almost a sour apple green.
Okay.
And then um this one is Emerald Pine. This was another one I would have bought if it didn't, but they didn't have enough. This has like a teal and a brown and a spruce and a gold.
Mhm.
So it's pretty too. And then this one is Rosemary Cottage. I don't know why. I would think Rosemary Cottage would have more pinks, but this is more of a greens and turquoisey sage and like a tan, but it's pretty.
Really quickly, Jill, I use one she's asking, do I just use one per bandana? Out of two of those skeins, I can get three bandanas. So I like one and a half bandanas per skein. Sorry, trying to explain that the best
That's
way.
what there was a girl in there asking questions from me because I was buying all this. And I said, well, the thing with this, when you buy peaches and cream or the other one, I can get 4 dishcloths out of it, but
Mhm.
4 ounces. These are 3.5 ounces, and you can only get 3 dishcloths out of them. They are the same four, but they're a
Hello, Coco.
she says, Mom's got the whole table. This is a cinnamon cedar, and it is like a cinnamon colors, and it's really pretty too. If I was doing more driving, I'd have driven down to the other Hobby Lobby too, but and see if I could get enough for a thing. But since I don't drive on the freeway at all. Okay, and this one is called City Beat. City Beat. I don't know why. It's pinks and kind of a
Is that a green, like a dark
little
green?
turquoise. Yeah, it's got a dark green in it.
And I
Yeah,
see yellow.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, it'll be pretty. These are all knit up pretty. And then this
crochet.
one's another speckled. Yeah, this one is called, yeah, crochet. Woods. Just woods. So it's browns and kind of a sprucey green.
I
But
don't
this
think
is
I
knit
bought
up
any of the speckles.
as a speckle. Well, I hadn't either.
I
And
bought a
then,
couple solids, but not the speckles.
right. And then this one is
Also cotton candy.
Eastern Nova. And it is blue and pink and yellow. And then I saw this. It's also in I love this cotton, but it's not. Oh, it is. It's not the print. It's the twist. And it's
Okay.
monkey something. Monkey
Oh,
sock monkey.
I
And
feel like we've used that
it
before.
has the sock monkey on it.
I think I knit some washcloths out of that a few years ago
Yeah.
because it's like
It's
Christmas
kind of a
color.
beige and red.
Hmm.
And then this one that I showed you guys, that's the one I really wanted. It's a walk in the park, but they didn't have any more of that one because that's the one I really wanted. And then this one is pink, green, and purple. That's all it's called. Pink, green, and
Oh
purple.
yeah, I've bought a lot of skeins of that one. I love that color one,
Yeah,
that colorway.
yeah, it's a real nice, bright, pretty one. This one is um Moonlit Frost. And it's grays and kind of a beige or a tan and white. And then last but not least is the rainbow one.
That's pretty too. I love the random white.
I know, just kind of,
The one
anyway,
spot where it's like the dye didn't make it to that.
I didn't make it. It just kind of sat there. And so those are the ones that I have done. I haven't put them on yet. But yeah, they're so soft. They are soft. I can see why people like them. And that's
Oh,
why after I felt these, I thought that would be such a soft poncho. So, or a
that's,
sweater. Actually, I thought of a sweater, but then I thought, no, they don't have enough of any one color to buy a sweater. In
that's
fact, I
true.
bought the turquoise and the blue. I was going to put them together, that denim blue, because they're
Mhm.
very, very close. I'll show you. Let's see if I can show you one of these. Here's the teal and the denim blue.
Okay.
So they're pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, well, I could do every other, skein if
Mm-hmm.
I did but then I decided, no, I have four of the teal ones. So that should be enough for a poncho.
Yeah.
Not for a sweater, but I have
No,
eight
for
if I
poncho.
want to do a sweater. So anyway, that is my Hobby Lobby, you guys. I usually don't have a purchase because like I said, I don't go out and purchase stuff much.
Being home this week, I bought a lot of stuff. Um,
Yeah.
so like I've got Amazon purchases, but it's all yarn.
What
So,
collections, you guys?
but I've been using it. So,
I haven't used any of that stuff that I sent you.
yes, I have the mandala I've been using for my sweaters.
Oh, good. Okay.
All from you.
Okay.
It's all from you. Okay. So I fell in love with the granny squares with these guys. So they have like 20 different colors. There's a lot of them. So
Oh,
Amazon,
yes.
you
I
can get them
know.
in a 3-pack. So let me show you the 3 packs that I got. I got 3 of them.
Where were these at?
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon had them. Okay.
Yeah. And in the 3 pack, it worked out to be not too bad. I want to say it was like $17 for this 3 pack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's like five, 5.75 each. That's not bad
I
for
looked I looked at those too on Amazon. That's the one that reminded me of a watermelon.
I can see that it's really pretty with the greens and pinks. So I got this one. This color is called Hyacinth Bucket.
Oh,
Hyacinth Bucket. So
hyacinth.
all the
Okay.
colorways are named after flowers. So like this one is, I think, Daisy. Um, no, Marigold. So this is a Marigold one.
Yeah, that's marigold.
Hyacinth
I
Bucket.
saw what's her name? The Grant, what is it called? Crocheting Granny. They did a review of the flower power. But they only bought 6 of the colors.
Oh, okay. This one, I have scissors that right here that I could use, but I'm too lazy to grab them. This one is purples, and it is called, they will look like with a light, like a light pink in the middle with the purple on the outside. And this colorway is called Wisteria.
Him and his grandma, the grandson's on it too.
Huh.
They couldn't decide if it was a light lavender or a light
Or
blue.
pink.
The,
Oh,
the white isn't really white.
on this one,
Yep.
the white is white. The
Well,
white is definitely white on this one,
maybe
on
it wasn't
Wisteria.
that one then.
And like, then there's like the light pink, and then there's the purple. This
Oh,
one's definitely a white.
so did you buy all the colors? I think there's like 18 colors.
Oh, I bought 3 of them.
Oh, is that all
I'm
3?
not gonna spend $1,000 on yarn in one in one shopping spree. Jill said these are $7 to $10 each in store. So I can't remember what I paid, but I felt
Well,
like it
they
was
were
a good deal.
9.99 at Joann's,
Okay.
minus 25% because I did
So
look at those.
$7.50 then each on at Joann's right now. And then this color is called Cherry Blossom. So it's like red, pink, and white. And that is what they look like.
And that's the one they discussed. They said the white should have been the darker color and the pink. Okay, the white outside they should have used as the flower and then made the darker the pink and the light pink in the middle because
Oh yeah, that would have
it
been
doesn't
nice.
stand out as much as the others.
What I wish is that it told, like with this yellow, I wish it had told me what the yellow color was and what the orange color was and what the blue color was. Because when I made my bag, the granny square bag,
Uh-huh.
it told me which white to get to match it. Because there's
Right.
2 different whites.
Oh, yes, there are different
Uh,
whites on
and so
everything.
I wish that it had told me, and I just got one. I think the yellow I got is actually brighter than this yellow. It's not as creamy of a yellow, I guess is the best way to put it. But I'm like, it'll be fine. I can survive because the blues they had were nowhere near the colors. They were
Right.
either too dark of turquoise or not turquoise enough and more blue. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just do the yellow as matching then. So, but yeah. And one more thing. So I have been watching a couple new crocheters since I've been home. Because in the morning when I make my stuff, I crochet. So there is a new person I've been following, and she was showing some of her favorite yarns. Let me see if I can find her. Her name is Elise Rose Crochet. She has some really good videos, but she was showing her favorite yarns, and I did not know that the Premier Sweet Roll had Vivids. So this is Elise Rose, by the way. She has really good videos. Her videos are really good. So I feel like I should shout out to her because I've really enjoyed her videos this week. But Sweet Roll has Vivid rolls.
Oh, like the raves?
Look at
Ooh,
that.
wow.
This one is, I told Dave I'm gonna make him a sweater out of this one because I had to justify buying more yarn. So he gets this sweater. Um, but look, it's like neon greenish
Yes,
yellow
purple and pink
and orange and black. And
uh-huh.
this one, it's 100% acrylic and it's a medium, it's a 4. And it has 174 yards in each one. So what is that? 350 for two. So for six of them, it's going to be about 1,050 yards. So I think that's enough to make a sweater because it was a 6-pack. And
For
this comes from
you.
a company that they always send one of these with it.
Oh,
Buy the 6-pack. Or when you
oh,
buy with my purple, because I ran out of purple, I got a 3-pack when I was making this sweater, and they sent me
oh, that bag.
it's one of the
Uh-huh.
cinch bags, but you can fit all 6 in there and store them all in there together.
And
But
have them
yeah,
all
so this
together.
company always sends them. So I have another color coming. I think it was delivered today, and I haven't opened the box yet. It's sitting in my living room or in my foyer. But I'm gonna go grab it.
Okay.
I'll open it with you guys.
Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, Amber's really been buying this week. So I bought a few things. Yeah. But like I said before, if any of you know of a good poncho pattern that is crocheted in the round, put it in the comments.
I threw some boxes out there because I cleaned up in here. I didn't want it to look like a mess. Like Clementine is sleeping in one of them. She looks at me like, what? What's going on? Oh, this was supposed to be, yes, it is a different color. It's hard to see sometimes in the pictures.
Oh, yes.
It comes with a bag as well. It's from the same company. It's not, it's Art Siga Crafts is the Amazon storefront, I guess, that sells these. But this one is more of a rainbow.
Oh, yeah. I can see the green.
Yeah. I had trouble picking colors because some of them looked very similar. I'm like, which one do I like better? But these are the two that won. I don't have any more yarn coming. I'm done. I
Good.
need to make my sweaters.
Well, because in that box that you got from me,
Mhm.
it has the sugar wheels from Hobby
Yes.
Lobby. And there were a bunch
Look
of those
at
that
those.
were, huh?
I need to look at those and see how many like of the same color there are, like
Yeah,
yardage wise too. So I
some
have
have a bunch because
okay.
there were a couple colors I loved. And so I went to what, 3 or 4 different Hobby Lobbies here and found them all.
Okay. Jill says she has a poncho pattern on her Ko-Fi.
Okay, what does that mean? Ko-Fi, what's that?
Ko-Fi is a website that I've never been to. Um, let me see. Ko-Fi. Oh no, no. Stay in browser. Why do you do that? Stop. Stop. Okay, give me a second to
Is that under her fiber floozy? In
um
Ko-Fi or
I don't know, KO-FI. When I searched Ko-Fi on Google, um, make money doing what you love. 1 million creators earn money on Ko-Fi. Um, so you can share your stuff on there and people can buy it. So you can probably buy the pattern on her Ko-Fi.
okay.
So
And is that
and
under
that is under Fiber Floozy.
okay.
There might be a link to it in her bio, in
Oh,
her YouTube
is
bio.
there, Jill? Is there a link to it in your bio? Oh, you can look.
I'm right here. Got my phone right here. Let me see. It probably is in the links that she puts in all of her videos.
Oh,
Get my patterns and buy me a coffee at ko-fi.com/fiberfloozy. Yes,
okay.
it's in her.
Okay, thank you, Jill. I'll
Mhm.
look at it.
Yeah.
Because I know I think Jill has a Granny Square cardigan too.
I think yeah, she's done that.
I think I saw it her do
Um,
it.
she's got a few patterns on here. I always see. Oh yeah, I do see the poncho on here. It's $3
Uh-huh, that much.
a mod, and then she's also got another one that's more fancy, but you don't want a super fancy one. So
You
it's
need
the one I did
somebody-
for the month of love. Oh, okay, I see that one. Yeah, that's the one I thought.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I want. Just a rounded one.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So there you go. So you can go to Ko-Fi,
Okay,
that pattern.
we'll go to Copa.
Hi, Matt, the Rockin' Crocheter. Welcome. We've been on for an hour and a half.
I know we have.
Can you believe it's already 8:30?
We had so much junk to show tonight.
Purchases. But
So many
hey, you know
purchases.
what? Most of it is fiber adjacent.
Yes, it is. It is fiber.
It's crocheting or fiber adjacent. I mean, then you've got your diamond painting, and other than that, it's all the rest of it is crocheting and diamond painting or and
And yarn. Yeah, lots
yarn
of
stuff.
yarn. That's
Yeah.
right.
No, we're doing good. I think I'm hot.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, my costume is hot.
my eye itches. So,
Do you want to see a new dragon?
oh yes.
I'm 3D printing for a while. That Cinderwings just released design this week.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to show you two different ones that are the same one but in different colors.
Okay.
It is a baby bunny dragon.
Oh, for Easter.
And it's a flying dragon.
Oh, it's short.
It's a baby.
Oh,
So it's a
baby.
baby. But it's got all four legs, so it's not a wyvern or a wyvern.
Okay.
And then this one is in the Galaxy PLA.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
One, but it's spark.
Do they print up pretty fast?
Oh yeah, the one of these takes about 4 hours.
Okay.
So that's not too bad. And
No.
she released a new one too that I'm doing for they're this size normal.
Uh-huh.
Um and I have them going at 60%. She has them tested up to 60% because I need some more small things like small dragons. Because like little kids want to buy dragons, they don't want their parents don't want to spend $20 on a dragon. So I'm experimenting with those, doing four at a time at bless you at 60%. But those won't be ready till tomorrow. So
Found over here a candy bar.
oh,
I said I found a candy bar over here.
like you're sneezing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these are very cute. I've done a few of these. I've got like 4 or 5 of these done. Because I mean, we're gonna be April 5th, it's close to Easter. So I
Yeah.
need Easter stuff. And oh, everyone got their dragon clubs, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, because we're almost into
This
the
is a big version of the dragon club one, but with slightly different colors. The Easter egg one. So it's got purple and pink for the eggs, but I'm doing a couple of big ones of these ones because I think before Easter they'll sell well too.
yes.
The brown color on this one, I tried to find a slightly lighter brown, and it's not bamboo brand, so it's more of a matte color. So it's
Oh,
kind of interesting.
yeah,
So, but it's pretty and long. How long that is.
it
It's
is.
longer than my arm.
It's very
Oh,
long. Yes.
it's as long as my sleeve of my sweater.
Oh, yep.
Sorry. Oh, yes. Anyway, so I'm just trying to really fill the stuff, fill my buckets. I have buckets, and I got
Right.
my clickers and stuff too for there because those will do well too.
The what?
The the uh the clickers,
Oh,
the
what
clickers.
about any other animals you're taking? Have you done any other animals to take? I know
No,
that.
because I have quite a few of the other animals.
Oh,
It's
good.
dragons that I sell out of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone loves the dragons.
Yes.
Hi, Rebecca. Welcome. So we've got Matt and Rebecca that just joined us.
Oh, hello. Hello.
And Jill, thank you for sharing our shops. I appreciate it.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Yes.
Jill, did you get the alpaca yet that you bought? Takes a few minutes. I had remember that I showed that last time and Jill
Yeah.
bought some of it. And it's
Mhm.
just so soft. It just is really soft. So
Alpaca is really soft.
it is.
And you have one pair of alpaca socks, don't you, didn't you have one person make you socks with alpaca?
No.
No, I thought you had.
No, I wasn't doing alpaca then when I was having people make me my socks. My socks have finally, I think my last pair of socks that were made from those have finally gotten a hole in the bottom. And
Okay.
when they wear the hole in the bottom of these, it's not, you can't fix it because it actually almost wears it off. It doesn't just wear a whole break strands. It wears it down to where it's nothing.
I mean, you could darn it, but my feet are very sensitive.
Yeah, I couldn't stand
So I
the
can't.
garner. No.
Yeah. Oh, Jill said she did get it and then she got the flu. She will show it soon.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that's fine. I mean, not that I don't care if you short or not, but I just wasn't sure if you got it. But she bought some of the, well, there were four colors and she bought the two pretty ones. They're all pretty, but those are the ones I'd have
Um,
gone with too.
she
So,
shared our shops too for people to click on. And Matt went and looked and said those are some really beautiful yarns.
oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, we do yarn.
Mhm.
Oh, my fingernails so pretty.
Are beautiful. They are, aren't mine, so pretty undone.
Yeah. This one, oh, I took the Band-Aid off just for you guys. This one, my nails are finally getting into nice shape, but this one split all the way down here. I mean, it's got like a half an inch more to go before it's out of the quick. So I
Or
have been, and Jeff said, but put some super glue on it. I says, yeah, but as it grows, it pushes off that super glue anyway. And so then yeah, because you super
does
glue
it,
it to
it
your,
moves. Oh, no, but you can put like a tea bag and super glue. Super glue a piece of a tea bag on it and then file it down a little bit and then put nail polish over it and it will hold it together as it grows. Just make sure you file a little before you put the tea bag and the super glue on, and then file a little after it dries, and then you can paint over it.
oh,
Yeah,
maybe I'll do that on Wednesday because, but
just be
anyway, so
very careful.
I've been doing a Band-Aid on this all the time because even in the middle of the night, it'll catch on your sheet or something. And let me tell you, you don't realize how much you use your thumb until something like this happens. Because even now with the Band-Aid, sometimes it'll catch and it pulls it back and you
Mhm.
feel the pressure. Yeah. So hopefully this will I mean, I've had a lot of trouble with my thumbnails getting the splitting. But now that I'm not getting the hangnails because I'm using the cuticle oil and I'm really being careful, that I'm hoping it keeps them from splitting there. And this thumb was terrible, one of my terrible ones about yeah,
Yeah.
cuticles.
Jill said she used to use perm papers.
Perm. Oh
Like
yeah.
those that you roll
Perm
at the end of the
papers?
perm.
Yes. I haven't seen those for a long time. Yeah, those would work. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a perm since
Uh-uh.
2003.
I haven't had a perm.
Walmart, I got a perm.
Did you? I haven't had a perm since I got that picture taken of us and you were like it
Probably
was
12.
12 or 13, yeah.
Yeah.
So, wow. Yeah, people just don't do perms as much.
Well,
So,
the perms are different now. Some people still do the classic perms, but there's a lot of different styles you can get now that
yeah.
I've seen on like TikTok and YouTube where people will get different ones, like a wave perm. You see that a lot, like beachy waves. You can get a perm that's specific for like beachy waves now. I mean, I think that's been around for a while, but it's more popular now. Boys are getting perms again, Mom.
Yeah.
It
I
is
still
in
have
for the
I
boys
still have
to have
pictures
the
of
perm.
Jeffrey and your dad. They both got perms. That was in the wow, 70s. Well, Jeff was 12. So, might have been the early 80s. And
Hmm.
they both got him a perm.
Yeah, but it's in for boys to have those again. Some of my students have perms, my young men.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
They can do what they want. I was say I don't get it, but they can do what they want.
That's right. It's
Like,
their life. They have
well,
to
it's just
live
like I have young men who come in who they have like the Justin Bieber haircut, but then they like flip it all out around the whole thing. So they
it.
look dumb and dumber.
Oh, I remember that. The Bond guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, quick question. The Hummingbird DK, how many yards are in the hank? That's for you. You have the Hummingbird DK.
220 in my DK.
220.
I mean,
Okay.
240. I'm sorry.
Oh, geez.
240 in the DK,
Okay.
220 in the worsted. There's just not much difference.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
you're welcome. 240. Yeah.
Okay. He's perusing your yarn.
Losing my yarn? Yes.
Yes. So, yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Actually, I think even in if you want to be sure in my description of the yarn where it says it's called Savannah, my Savannah DH, it'll say how many yards are in it. How many, it's
Oh,
100 grams, that'll tell you how many yards for sure. So
okay.
but that might help. Yeah.
Okay, my video that I posted of me trying on the sweater has had 533 views.
If you try that, that's a funny.
From 3 hours ago.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I'm like, I did it in my bedroom and I wore one of my bodysuits. So it was like, I know everything is slim enough. I'm like, is it gonna,
And I do it. Man, shoot.
I gotta wear this one to feel better about myself. Right now, before we leave. Put this one on to feel better about myself.
That's right. And not look forward to having to frog it.
Yes.
Is it cold in there?
No, but I just want to feel better about myself. So I'm gonna put on something that I successfully finished.
Yeah.
That
See,
fits.
now, stand up again. Your band.
Yeah.
See, it's not tight fitting to you.
No,
The
it's not
told
super
you about
tight.
hers was tight fitting. And so it made the whole sweater tight, because you crochet straight up from that band.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't feel like when I made those other bands, but I also did. This is a double crochet band, and those are a single crochet band. Because
Yes.
I wanted a little bit like tighter on the sleeves, and I thought if I do a single crochet, it's gonna be tighter with more. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this one fits and it
It
looks good.
fits. It
So,
looks nice.
um, Matt says those yarns are beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
Jill said Donna's yarn is beautiful and it's a talented family. We are
Yeah.
a talented family. We got lots of talent.
Yes, we
A
do.
talent coming out of our veins.
Yep. It was bred into us.
Yes. Yes.
That
Anyway.
almost reminds me of the little because of his darkness probably in the dragon, How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, of Toothless?
Yeah, kind of like him a little bit.
I
Just the
kind of see
dark
that.
color.
But look, its feet are paws too because it's a bunny. And it's got like
Oh,
the bunny, like the tuft of fur from the bunny and the bunny ears. She has a painted
little
version.
round nose with the bunny. Got
Mm-hmm.
a rounder nose. Yeah.
Yep. I haven't done a painted version because those take longer. And when
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to do bulk and a lot at a time, I try to do single color where I can.
Yeah. So can you do two or three of those at once?
I think I can do 2 of these on the plate, this size. I could do some mini versions of this one too to like fit in an egg because Easter's coming.
Oh yeah. Have you been making lots of eggs?
Well, I still have a whole bunch left from the end of the season.
Oh, okay. I thought you had run out of those.
Well, I ran out for the Scarecrow Festival, and then I made more for the Christmas market that we had, and I did not sell. I mean, I sold some, but not as many as I'd hoped I would. So I still have a lot of those left.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So
And
I
do you
have.
have dragons that match them?
Oh yeah, they're the
Okay.
ones that I printed that were egg with dragon at the same time.
Oh,
So
okay.
everything matches perfectly.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess it's about time to go, huh?
Yeah, because we've been on almost 2 hours. It's 8:45. It's been a long night.
It has. Thank
Yeah.
goodness tomorrow's Sunday.
Church is at 10,
And you start getting up again on Monday at 5?
5:30.
5:30. Well, I've been there, done that. I'm glad I'm retired.
Yeah, and I have my student teacher with me, and Monday we're teaching our first lesson. Like, I'm teaching it for my master's degree twice. The first 2 classes I'm teaching it. Then she's teaching it 3rd period, and I'm probably teaching it 4th period again. I don't know if she wants unless she wants to do 4th period. But I'm
So
doing it in second so she can watch me.
I would say, so she's there all day, right? Okay.
Mhm. Her plan is to be there all day on Monday. Some days she's been coming in around 8:45 because she has a daughter that goes to the elementary school. So she has been dropping her off and then coming to school. But well, Monday because she's teaching, she's going to be there all day so she can watch me. The Monday after, she is subbing for me and she is teaching her 3rd lesson or her 2nd lesson on that day. And I have to go to training that starts at 9. So I'm going to come during 1st period and help her do the lesson the first time. And then be on her own the rest of the day without me teaching.
Oh, okay. And she'll get
Which is
paid for
kind of
that.
cool because yeah, because she's a sub. I mean, she is a
Yes,
sub in the district.
right.
So, you
Yeah,
know, why not?
yeah,
It
yeah,
works for me too, because she knows my students now.
yeah.
So,
And she'll know them even better by then.
mhm.
So,
Yeah,
right.
so once
Good.
I can teach my stuff, I can finish off my class, my capstone too. Because
Oh,
that'll
yeah.
I've got three more tasks in my capstone. I've passed the first three, but
Okay.
I have to wait till I teach the lessons because I have to
Oh,
have
right.
data to
Because this
use
is for
to
your,
write other
this is
tasks
for your,
for my master's program.
oh, okay. This isn't for the school.
No, this is for me, for my master's program.
Okay.
And then on
And they-
April 7th, I'm going to start my final class for my micro credentials to level up my license. And
Oh,
after I
okay.
finish that class, I will have a level 2 license. And I will get a raise of about $10,000 a year,
Yay.
possibly 15 if the extra 5,000 a year passes in the state house here.
Yeah, because I say they're doing away with the education.
But they're just passing things along to other places. My money doesn't come from the federal government, it comes
Oh,
from the
I said
state.
to Jeff when he
So,
told me, I said, well, every state's different. They
mhm.
all still control because you'd make less if you worked here in Utah than you do in New Mexico. Every state controls their own, So I said, I don't blame them from doing away with that because it hasn't been, yeah,
They're
they don't,
just moving things to other departments that make
yeah,
more sense for it. I'm
yeah,
not concerned. I'm really not concerned. I know a lot of people are. I'm
yeah.
not.
It is what it is,
Hmm. And
so,
only about 10% of funding comes from the federal government of the state schools. So we'll
right.
see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. You're still a
Hopefully
teacher, no matter
optimistic.
what.
Yep.
So
Yes.
anyway, should I make a monkey?
You could make a
What
sock
time's the
monkey,
pattern in here?
but it's probably knitting.
Oh, yeah, I bet it is.
Um,
Okay.
Becca says she's a retired teacher for her county.
Oh,
That's
okay.
awesome. That is very cool. And thank you, Matt said good luck on the masters. Thank you. I'm so close. I'm trying to graduate by the end of June.
Tell them what you teach. They're new, so they
Oh
would.
yeah, I teach secondary math. I teach algebra 1 and geometry this year. Well, that's what I taught last year too. It's probably what I'm going to teach next year. Because Jessica asked me about it and what I wanted to teach. I mean, I'm qualified to teach any of the math at the school.
Right.
I have my license for it. I am qualified for it. It would be a disservice to the students if they had me teach calculus.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
could teach algebra 2. I could teach algebra 2 as well. But like pre-calc and calculus, they need someone else for that. I passed it,
Yeah,
but they need someone else for that.
but it wasn't logical when you were doing it to you. It didn't make
No,
sense.
it makes sense. But I'm in Calc 2 right now as well. So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is what it is. I will be better. I will be better at math when I finish my master's because my master's is in secondary math education. So I will be
right.
better. Yes. Anyway, we should go because it's almost 9 and I'm tired.
Yeah, yeah. This is the latest we've been on for a long time.
It
So
is. We have to watch.
now, in 2 weeks, what are we going to do? We got to tell them because two
We can
weeks.
try that Friday night, April 4th.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
for April 4th, you guys, 7 o'clock, same time, same station, just a different day. But we will post on. And Jill, I don't know if that'll
Oh
go
yeah.
when you're doing it.
She sometimes does. She does post on Friday, doesn't she?
Yeah. She does her
Or-
murder.
Yeah. Her Stitch and Crime.
Yeah, Stitch and Crime.
Yes. Yes. Oh, Matt says right on. That's cool. Algebra, I suck. Geometry, I enjoyed. I'm better at teaching geometry.
Yeah.
I understand them both, but geometry,
I
because
was
I'm a
thinking,
physical person.
yeah, algebra never really made that much sense to me. And
Mm.
but with geometry, you're dealing with
Well,
pictures.
algebra, I understand, but trying to teach that can be difficult sometimes because it's not physical. Geometry, I can go, okay, you don't understand this. Let's take it off of the board and put it physically in your hands and figure it out that way.
Right,
Algebra, sometimes it's hard to do that.
right,
So
right,
that's where, yeah. And that's why I'm a good teacher of geometry because I'm good at looking at things different ways.
right,
Because
right,
I mean, this is what we do when we crochet, when we craft. We look
right,
at different ways. We make things physical that were just up here before.
right,
So
right.
that's why I'm good at geometry. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you guys.
If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And since this is live, I know some of you are new. Since this is live, please comment afterwards. Commenting on the live does not transfer over, so it looks like we don't get any comments. So ask us questions. Tell us your life story. We don't care.
What
Just
my
comment.
crochet with me's from this week? You can comment on the crochet with me's too. I've had a few comments on those.
Yeah,
You can
I
comment
commented
too.
once. I asked you a question.
Yeah, and I
Because
responded.
yes, you did. Because yeah, because sometimes people do have questions, and since you're just crocheting on that, you're not telling what you're using or anything, are you?
No,
You
I don't think I have.
know?
No. I mean, I've put a couple little comments in every once in a while, like when Rusty just came
Oh,
over and stared
yeah,
at me. Hi, Rusty, but
yeah.
yeah.
You need to post that. You need to post that little short video of Rusty with the
Oh,
cat in the box.
Clementine in the box. Oh, yeah. Like he's totally just bugging her. Like he's not even like hurting her in that moment. He's just bugging her. That's what he does. He bugs her.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes. All right, you guys. Have
Okay.
a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week next week. And we'll see you in 2 weeks on a Friday night instead of a Saturday.
Okay. Okay. And we'll see you all then.
Yes.
A good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.